The Doctor Who Season 15 finale is no ordinary ending. It's a mind-bending collapse of reality itself. In a swirl of golden light and corrupted memories, familiar faces turn sinister. Fictional stories bleed into real-world terror, and illusions trap even the Time Lord who once mastered time. Disney Plus premieres the first half of the finale this Saturday, May 24th, and we just got 13 final images that completely change the game. From police disguises and twisted fairy tales to Harry Potter illusions and log cabins in space, the finale promises something darker, deeper, and far more dangerous than we've ever seen. Let's dive into the 13 most shocking reveals. But beware, each one unravels part of a truth so big, so terrifying. You may never look at the Doctor the same way again. The Gilded Watchtower. 3 gods, 1 Sonic. What if the real puppet masters were watching us the entire time? Atop a grand golden room, we see them. 3 figures, regal and cold, staring down as if time itself bowed to them. Anita Dobson, revealed as Mrs. Flood, no, as the Rani, stands on the right, cloaked in deceptive grace. At the center, Archie Panjabi, her counterpart and possibly her past, or future. And on the left, Jonah Hauer-King, the grinning specter of conspiracy, Conrad Clark. But the power doesn't just lie in their eyes, it rests in the Rani's hand. A slim, metallic object, deadly and elegant, a new sonic screwdriver. If this is the Rani's sonic, it suggests something horrifying. She's not just toying with reality, she's rewriting it, with tech that mirrors the Doctor's own. If the Rani wields a sonic of her own, is the Doctor now the copy, not the original? Mrs. Flood becomes the box. What if the TARDIS wasn't just a box, but a message? Mrs. Flood in a police car isn't just shocking, it's symbolic. For 2 seasons, she posed as a quaint, harmless neighbor. Now, she slips behind a wheel that mirrors the Doctor's most sacred relic. Wearing the uniform of human authority, she's no longer hiding, she's taunting. Is this her declaration of dominance? A message. Your box is no longer yours. I am the law now. And it's not just cosplay. The expression in her eyes hints at a cruel pleasure. She's spotted something, or someone, and what comes next is no rescue. Has the Rani finally turned the TARDIS into a trap? Harry Potter or reality war? Fiction bleeds into fact. But who's the author? Conrad Clark, supposedly a conspiracy theorist, is shown casually reading. But not just any book. The cover? A mirror of a Harry Potter novel, yet the title blurs into something far more chilling. Doctor Who and the Reality War. Think about that. In this altered Earth, the Doctor is no longer a living legend, he's a fictional myth. And yet, even here, he endures. In whispers, in ink, in dreams. A god demoted to bedtime stories. Or worse, a warning no one will heed. And Conrad? He smirks knowingly, as if he's reading a script he helped write. If reality is just a story, who gets to choose the ending? The Doctor becomes Mr. Banks. Has the Doctor been domesticated or deceived? Clad in a bowler hat, umbrella in hand, Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor seems eerily at peace, like a Victorian banker out for morning tea. But beneath the charming calm lies something deeply wrong. He's smiling in the suburbs, admiring mailboxes, chatting with Mel Bush, who clutches a strange orange object, perhaps a purse, a clue, or a bombshell waiting to be unwrapped. This isn't the Doctor we've known. It's the Doctor rewritten, trapped in a manufactured paradise. No urgency, no TARDIS, no memory of the war waging outside. But what happens when a Time Lord remembers he's in a lie? The shock of the yellow mugs. When tea turns into terror, the Doctor's home becomes a battlefield. Inside the same pastel-tinted home, the Doctor and Belinda sit across from one another until the mugs arrive. Perfectly placed, perfectly yellow, perfectly wrong. The Doctor seems confused, almost frightened. His hand reaches midair. It's a trap disguised as vintage charm, and she is either the captor or the captured. The boxes in the background glow faintly, humming with a tech that shouldn't exist in a forest lodge. This isn't a cabin. It's a mask for something ancient and dangerous. If the Rani can't leave, who locked her in? Posters of power. What would Conrad do? When propaganda becomes prophecy, the tyrant has already won. Ruby Sunday, Shirley Bingham, and an unknown ally stand before something off-screen. Their eyes say one thing, dread, but the walls say something else entirely. Posters. Everywhere. Not of the Doctor, not of Unit, not of Earth's heroes, but of Conrad Clark. One poster reads, "What would Conrad do?" This is no longer resistance, it's idol worship. The conspiracy theorist has become a cultural god. His smile haunts the backdrop like Big Brother. If Conrad and the Rani have weaponized belief, they don't need armies. They have adoration, and that's much harder to fight. What if the only way to defeat Conrad is to worship him first? Behind the blast doors, Unit's silent smile. Mini hook. Sometimes a smile is the last breath before the scream. Kate Lethbridge Stewart and the Doctor share a glowing smile, golden light illuminating their faces as they stand behind blast doors marked "Authorized Personnel Only." But look closer. Is that light from freedom or from a fire? The figure in the foreground, blurred, ominous, suggests they're not guarding the doors. They're closing them. On Unit. On the Doctor. On us. Is this salvation or a beautifully lit prison? If the heroes are locked away, who's running the show now? A baby, a mug, a mystery. The Doctor speaks to a child, but is it his? A yellow mug sits nearby. Paint clings to the wood. Belinda's house, the same setting, the same trap. But now, a baby rests before the Doctor. And on his nose, something strange. Baby food, a wound, or a mark left by something. Not quite human. Is this a child of illusion? A forgotten foster of Ruby's life? Or something born from the paradoxes of this artificial world? The Doctor looks tired. Not physically, but emotionally. This baby means something. Something more. If this baby isn't real, why is the Doctor crying? And there you have it. 13 jaw-dropping reveals from the latest Doctor Who finale images that have completely rewritten our expectations for the Season 15 conclusion. From the shocking rise of the Rani to cryptic Harry Potter-style books, bizarre alternate realities, and the Doctor's surreal suburban life. Every image feels like a puzzle piece in a larger, twisted master plan. But here's the real question. Is this all an illusion orchestrated by the Rani? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a full-scale Time War reality reboot? The signs are everywhere. Conrad Clark as a cultural icon, mysterious babies that may hint at the Doctor's future, and Belinda possibly married to the Doctor? What is real anymore? Let us know in the comments. What do you think is going on behind those authorized personnel-only doors? Do you think the Noctis in-kind are finally making their move? And before you go jumping in your TARDIS, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another mind-blowing twist from the Whoniverse. Click right here to watch our next video breaking down the hidden clues in Russell T Davies' cryptic finale interviews, including the true identity of the Unholy Trinity. Because if you thought these images were shocking, wait till you see what they're not showing us. This is Doctor Who like you've never seen it before.